Rafi Bastos. As you can see by my accent, I'm not from here. I am from Mississippi. It's an amazing country. No, I am from Brazil. I am Brazilian.
Mississippi, such a Portuguese
I waxed my
intonation.
vagina. Thank you. I'm very proud. Thank you very much. I am 6'7" and Latino. Combination that is pretty fucking common. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. When I hang out with my Latino friends, I look like I'm their leader. I'm 6'7" because my father is Latino and my mom is Chewbacca. Chewbacca. She loves this joke, by the way. She loves this joke. She always laughs like. People don't believe that I am Latino. People look at me and think that I'm a drug dealer from Croatia. I don't understand why. It's because my passport says that I'm Latino, but my accent says I'm Dracula. Maybe that's why. People really don't believe that I am Latino. Let me tell you a story. I got an Uber the other day, okay, with an Asian lady. She heard my accent on the phone. She got a little curious to know where I was from. So she asked me, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Brazil, I'm Latino. And she said, no, you're fucking not. You are fucking not. So if you're Latino, prove it to me. So I robbed her.
Yeah, but because for example, Brazilians, they are much like in the U.S. When the country was being created, right? We actually got immigration coming from everywhere, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. So we are also very mixed. So you might have a white guy that is Latino because he's Brazilian. Mm-hmm. He doesn't look like a Mexican or a Bolivian. That they have more of a specific features, you know. Brazilians are very mixed.
I'm just kidding. Relax. I'm just kidding. That's not true. That's not true. I'm just kidding. I stabbed her. She's dead. She's dead, and we can all laugh. It's okay. I come from a tropical country, so of course I hate your fucking weather so much. I hate your weather. I don't get it. You know, I live in New York. Man, it's incomprehensible. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I come from Brazil. I don't care. It's New York. Fucking sucks. I don't. The other day was 30 degrees in New York. 30 degrees. Like very cold. Next day, 40 degrees. Much colder. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? So then I scrolled down on my phone and I saw this little information. 40 degrees feels like 18. So if it feels like 18, it's fucking 18.
Yeah, from one of the standard measurements, ways of measure in the United States, I think Fahrenheit and temperature is the worst, by far.
Yeah.
You actually have to make an equation in order to, find out, convert, right, Celsius into Fahrenheit.
Yeah. That is what I feel, okay? Not a number. Right? I'm trying to go out. I'm not trying to plant corn. Okay? So, that is what I feel. If you're middle class and it feels like you are poor, you are fucking poor. Now. I'm sorry. I arrived here 3 years ago, still learning the language. English is a very difficult language. And you guys make English even more difficult than it should be. I don't know why. I saw the other day a person saying, don't call me he or she, call me they. I was like, what the fuck? It took me 3 years to learn I am, you are, he is, she is. I worked very hard on this. So change your gender, but don't change your grammar, please. Not your grammar, because it's confusing. Be whoever you want. This is a free country, and this is amazing, but this whole gender neutral pronoun is confusing for me. You know, let me tell you a story. I invited a friend to have dinner at my house the other day. And he was like, oh, I'm bringing a friend. And I said, of course, bring him. And he was like, no, 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 no. Bring them. So I bought a lot of food. I bought briskets and pizzas and pastas. And my friend showed up at my house with one person. So I said, where are they? And he said, they are here. So you tell them that they are gonna eat all of this fucking food. The other day, a guy came up to me and he asked me, "Oh, you from Brazil? You're from Brazil? I heard that Brazil is a very violent country." And I said, "Thanks for the information. I never thought I would learn something new at Wendy's." Yeah. No wonder you're the employee of the month, Travis. I'm sure that soon you're going to be shining your talent at Arby's. Because you are amazing. I come from a violent country. Brazil is a very violent country. But let me tell you something. America. America is also a violent country. It's just that our violence comes from different places. Yeah, we are poor. You are crazy. We are hungry. You are fucking insane. And knowing that you guys are crazy, what do? You make guns legal.
Okay, American is not that violent.
Yeah.
Brazil is really violent.
Yeah.
I think Brazil is on the top 10 most violent countries in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
With homicide rate like right up above. And America could be less violent, but it's not even as close as Brazil, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, he's talking about, I think he just said now that guns are legal in the US. And that's the thing. Guns are not legal in Brazil, and we are still more violent because, I mean, it just makes sense. I know that people, they don't understand that, but if you make guns illegal, the people that follow the law, they won't have guns. But people that don't follow the law, criminals, they will still have guns because they don't care. So by banning guns, you're just making it easy for criminals.
Yeah, this thing with guns, right? We have Switzerland, right, which has a very high rate of guns per person.
Yeah.
So does Canada. Canada is actually, I've seen this statistics, right? It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 33 guns by 100 people, something like that. I think the United States, it's like more than 100 by 100 people, right? So it's not guns that provoke, right, the homicide rates, right? They increase the homicide rate. We have so many countries here in Latin America that gun control is actually high, right? Kind of high. The government controls the guns, and it's still really violent, right? So it's not the solution, right?
Yeah, and on the U.S., for example, the states with a higher gun control are usually the ones with higher crime rate.
Also, with less gun control, you find more mass murderers.
Yeah.
Mass
Yeah.
mass murderers.
Yeah, because for example, in the U.S. they have shooting, right? They people go to school and they shoot people because well, schools are gun-free zones.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, schools are gun-free zones. So if I'm a crazy person and I want to go somewhere and shoot people, I can go to school, which is a gun-free zone, or maybe I can go to the police station,
Right.
where I'm gonna be more successful.
What's more likely?
Yeah.
To get shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's kind of obvious, you know. But
That's smart. No, it's for protection. It's because I need to protect what I own. Have you noticed that people who say this are always the ones who don't own jack shit? Protect what you own. Well, nobody wants your Toyota, George. Nobody wants to break into your house and steal your fax machine. I don't get it. It's a violent country, but it's not dangerous. It's completely different. Because I live in New York and people are like, oh, New York is very dangerous. You have to be careful. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Oh, yeah, go to Bolivia. Let's see if you have fun there. It's not dangerous at all. You know, sometimes I leave a comedy club at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I go home and I see a girl checking her phone on a dark corner by herself, having a laugh. And I come from a third world country, so every time I see this, I think, I'm gonna rob this bitch. Just to teach her.
That's the thing, right? We live in São Paulo here in Brazil, and São Paulo is actually one of the least violent capitals in Brazil.
Yeah.
As crazy as it might sound, São Paulo is kind of safe, you know. If you compare it to the northeast of Brazil, you have so many cities that are really, really violent, right? But you won't like walk in the park at night here in São Paulo. You know, that's something you won't do here in Brazil. You know, that's something that we don't recommend. When I was in New York City once, for instance, I walked in Central Park. It was like 10 p.m. right at night, and there was a girl behind me. You know, like kind of following me. Maybe I should be right running from her, but no, it was just fine. You know, I saw people walking in the streets. And it's just a feeling of safety that you feel in places like that, right? You've been to other places that are really safe.
Yeah, exactly. For example, I used to be a flight attendant, so every time we would go to a different country, we usually would have someone from that country on the flight, and they would give us tips and things like that. And every time we came to Brazil, I would make sure that people understand that even though Brazil it's kind of safe compared to other Latin American countries, it's not safe for you to be with your phone out or recording and have your best watch. So I would always, it's kind of sad, but yeah, we would always tell people to just be careful because you might get robbed, you know?
For a lesson. It's not dangerous. No. You guys are just obsessed with violence, you know? You guys in this country, you guys shoot guns for fun. That's fucking weird. Let me tell you, I was in Vegas the other day, okay? And my friend was like, you know what, let's shoot some guns. And I said, okay, so...
You know, I don't buy this speech. You know, I'm not really into shooting guns, especially because here in Brazil, it's really hard to get a gun, right? It's not illegal, but it's like really expensive. You have to go through a lot of bullshit to get those guns, right? And it basically prevents you from getting a gun, you know, ultimately. And but the feeling of shooting a gun, it's kind of fun, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never shot a gun, but
I've shot once, but I was like a kid when I shot it. But you know, it gives you a sense of power. You know, it's not that you're crazy.
Fun. Yeah.
Who are we killing today? Which regime are we overthrowing? And he was like, no. It's just for fun. That's a pretty unique way to have fun. Because I've never heard a gunshot in my country, and I thought, wow, someone is having a great time. Yeah.
That's because in Brazil, only criminals have guns, obviously.
Pa, 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 bachelor party. What the I don't get it. You guys here are obsessed with serial killers, you know? Have this obsession with serial. I don't understand why you guys keep giving series and TV shows to horrible people in this country. You know, people like Jeff Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, Ellen DeGeneres. I don't get why. I don't understand. You know, serial killers, they're just like comedians. We are the same people. We both dream of having a special on Netflix. It's the same people. It's the same thing. It's the same. I could never be a serial killer. I have ADD. It's too much planning, too much organizing, too much focus. You know, I can see myself killing a person and spending the next 4 hours in the crime scene looking for my wallet. Guys, I'm still learning. That's the thing. You know, I come here to this country to learn a lot, and every day I learn something new. The other day, when I arrived here, as soon as I got here, I remember a cab driver told me, Mr. Brazilian, you can say whatever you want in this country, but please don't use the N-word, or people are going to kick your ass. But he never told me what the N-word was. What a fucking mystery. So the past 3 years, I have been avoiding all words that starts with the letter, which is making my life pretty fucking hard. The other day, a very beautiful and strong man came up to me and he said, "Can I fuck your ass?" And I was like, maybe. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, so he...
My name is Rafi Bastos.
Yeah, so Rafi Bastos, or as we call him here in Brazil, Rafinha Bastos, is actually a quite famous comedian here in Brazil. And then he moved to the US to start
From scratch.
Yeah, to start from scratch in the US. And yeah, his stand-up, it's quite good, both in Portuguese and in English.
Yeah, he really improved. There was a video where he talks about pronouns and verbs, and there's another girl who imitates him, you know, and doesn't give him the credit.
Yeah,
right?
I saw that.
Yeah, he's really good. No, I think he really improved. Even in English, he's doing a great job, and he's not losing. He's doing it, you know, in a very good way. He's not losing his Brazilian roots, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing it perfectly. I'm loving it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you liked the video, please comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We are just starting the channel, so it would be a great help.
Thank you.